ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। ओम निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादृषिभ्यो अत्र्यादृषिभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः। आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे नमः। माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः। आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां परमात्मनः श्रुतिमातो परब्रह्मणः अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तगृहात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्तभगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणशास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य द्वादशस्कन्धस्य पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। Friends, in this 10th skandha Parayanam we started seeing meaning also, because it appeared to be such an important topic. True that when we started this, it is really helping us with the more and more clarity than what we got when we started or studied it in the beginning. In this Dashama Skandha, 46th chapter, where Sri Krishna Sandesha to Nanda Yashoda ji through Uddhava ji, we are seeing it. In that, Bhagavan's Divya Rupa, Bhagavan's Divyatva, all these are mentioned along with Bhagavan's Krupa and Karuna, where every Vakya we were trying to see it as the Mahavakya. Now there's 1-2 slokas, last ones 42-43 have everything to convey about Paramatma. Of this knowledge only, we have to become convinced and abided in. When we get convinced of this jnanam, get abidance in this jnanam, then the consequence of that is all wrong notions regarding ourselves, regarding the Jagat, regarding every other being and the mutual relation. All that goes away. Let us see the chanting of this from the verse number 40. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad-Bhagavata Mahapuranam Dashamaskandha Purvardha Atha Shatchatvarimshodhyayah. Uddhava Uvacha Satvam Rajastama iti Bhajate Nirguno Gunan Kridannati Totra Gunaihi Srujatyavati Hantyajaha Yatha Brahmarika Drushtya Brahmyativa Mahiyate Chitte Kartari Tatratma Kartevaham Dhya Smrutaha Yuvayoreva Naivayam Atmajo Bhagavan Harihi Sarvesham Atmajo Hyatma Pita Mata Sa Ishvaraha Drushtam Shrutam Bhuta Bhavat Bhavishyat स्थास्नुश्चरिष्णुर्महदल्भगं च विनाच्युदाद्वस्तुतरां न वाच्यं स एव सर्वं परमार्थभूतः एवं निशासा भ्रुवतोर्व्यथिता नन्दस्य कृष्णानुचरस्य राजन् गोप्यः समुत्थाय निरूप्य दीपान् वास्तून् समभ्यर्च्य दधीन्यमन्थन् तादीपदीप्तैर्मणिभिर्विरेजो रज्जोर्विकर्षद्भुज कङ्कणस्रजः चलन्नितम्बस्तनहारकुण्डल त्रिशत्कपोलारुणकुङ्कुमाननाः उद्गायतीनाम् अरविन्दलोचनं व्रजाङ्गनानां दिवमस्पृशत् ध्वनिः दध्नश्च निर्मन्थन शब्दमिश्रितः निरस्यते येन दिशाममङ्गलं भगवद्युदिते सूर्ये नन्दद्वारिव्रजौकसः दृष्ट्वा रथं शान्तकौम्भं कस्यायमिति चाब्रुवन् अक्रूर आगतः किं वा यः कंसस्यार्थसाधकः येन नीतो मधुपुरीं कृष्णः कमललोचनः किं साधयिष्यत्यस्माभिः भर्तुः प्रीतस्य निष्कृतिम् इति स्त्रीणां नवदन्तीनाम् उद्धवोगात् कृताहनिकः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे पूर्वार्धे नन्दशोकावनयनं नाम श्रीकृष्णसन्देशं नाम षट्चत्वारिंशोऽध्यायः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Salutations to the Lord in all forms, to all Bhagavata Acharyas, Guru, Rishi Muni. Salutations to all Bhakti Acharyas, also our Vedanta Acharyas. Salutations to Shukadevji, Vishesha Rupena, for giving us this Bhagavata Jnanam. Sri Vyasa ji for blessing us. Sri Narada ji for being with us always. Sri Sanakadi Muni for protecting us. For Brahmadeva for giving us this opportunity. For Narayana for being the Moola Karana for everything. For Parabrahma because he is we are him. In this 46th chapter, Uddhavji's beautiful teachings or Krishna Bhagavan's teachings about Krishna himself, Paramatma himself, Tattva himself. Every Vakya is Mahavakya. Some of them have to be studied both from the Vyashti as well as Samashti Drushti. So here we see straight away from 40th mantra. Sattvam rajastamaiti gunan nirguna abhi bhajate kridan. Atitaha atra gunaihi. So, Bhagavan, though not attached by the gunas or beyond gunas, yet gunan bhajate, he just makes use of those three gunas. So, Bhagavan uses the gunas, Bhagavan doesn't come under the influence of these three gunas. So, he uses the guna, but he is not touched by them. So, he uses tamo guna, but he doesn't become dravya. Uses rajoguna, it doesn't become karta. Uses sattva-guna, but it doesn't become the jnata. This is what is Ishvara's definition. Tomorrow we are going to study klesha karma vipaka ashayaihi aparamrushtaha purusha visheshaha Ishvaraha. So one state of Paramatma is Parabrahma. Second state of Paramatma is Ishvaratva, where he and his Maya are differentiated but not Maya. Maya has not become grossified to Mahatattva. Once it grossifies, same Ishvara becomes the Hiranyagarbha here. So, Agunaha api gunan bhajate, nirguna api gunan bhajate. Clear? Like electricity illuminates all appliances, but itself doesn't have any of the lakshana of those appliances on it. Good that somebody discovered electricity to give us that example, that understanding. We also already have all the examples of the mud and pots, ornaments, gold, water and waves. So the wave has no water has no shape of its own, but expresses as shape, but that shape doesn't touch the water. So too, the mud appears as the pots, but the potness of that pot doesn't touch the original substratum, the mud. In the same way, Bhagavan uses the gunas, but he is not touched by it. Clear about it. Same is with us also. When we go through guna, yet I am not touched by them, can remain as a sakshi, then we have become Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta uses the Triguna but not influenced by it. So for many, many lives, he has done that sadhana of being the sakshi to all the gunas. Therefore, they have reached that stage in this life. If we also start now in few lives, that stage we can also reach to. First point. Second is, then why did he take the guna kridan? But when he is playing, then he must be touched by them. Atitaha atra gunaihi. No. Before using the gunas also is not influenced by them. While the gunas are used and then Srushti Sthiti Laya is happening, that time also gunaihi atitaha. The stage of pure conscious self is such that it is not touched by the Maya and its three gunas. Full stop. There is nothing to be done there, just to remain that. Understand that, abide in that understanding. Then what he does with these three gunas? Srujati, Avati, and Hanti. Sarjanam, creation with Rajoguna. Then Avati, protection, maintenance through the Sattva Guna. Hanti dissolves the whole world by the Tamo Guna. This is how Srushti Sthiti Laya. And then continuously it is happening. One wholesale Srushti in the beginning. But again in the Srushti, continuously Srushti is happening. Maintenance be happening. Then continuous Laya also is happening. But total Pradaya will be there. 4 types of Pradayas in 2-3 days time. Or maybe tomorrow only we'll be studying in our 5th chapter, 4th chapter of 12th Skandha. We are going to see them. Okay. So this is what Bhagavan, he is Lord Krishna. Though he is in the Avatara Rupa for particular work, but in essence he is this. Oh Devak Nanda Yashoda. Don't have doubt about it. Then and we all seen, I will not repeat again, because of their pure love for Krishna, whatever the vasana samskara, all that got exhausted. Therefore, they became, or they desired the Tattva-jnanam. Therefore, Krishna has sent Uddhava, like the Lord sends a Guru to us also when we are Paripakva. So, he is doing the Tattva Bodha, Atma Bodha, Bhagavad Bodha, Brahma Bodha to them. So, all that already said, so you can keep it in mind. Thereafter, very interesting thing. Same thing that Bhagavan is not touched by the three gunas is like this. Ki yatha brahmarika drushtya brahmyate iva mahiyate. Is it not brahmarika drushti? So, in that rotation, earlier also it was there. घोड़े की तरह बना के उसके ऊपर बिठा कर भी वो गोल घुमाते थे. So many hundreds of the giant wheel type of rotating things, moving things in pendulum direction. So many are there. So especially if we sit in a rotating thing, a revolving thing called wheel, giant wheel, etc. Brahmarika it is called. उसमें बैठकर देखे तो ब्रह्मिका दृष्टिया मही ब्राह्म्यति इव महीयते. The whole bhumi appears to be moving. But it is not moving. It is Brahmarika Drishti. Now, example is given. What is conveyed through example is very essential. Chitte Kartari. When the Chitta is the doer, the Karta, Tatra, their Atma, the self, Karta Iva, appears to be as if a Karta, Aham Dhiya Smrataha, because of identifying with the Chitta. Only in Aviveka. So chitte kartari tatra atma karta iva aham dhiya smrtaha. So because that identity with the chitta as I am the chitta, that the movement of the chitta or karmas of the chitta appear as if our own. This is so at the samashti level that Bhagwan, he gives a chavi, the maya, it creates the thinga. He is not the doer. In us also, the chitta does in the presence of The pure Atma is not the doer. Therefore, if we can by some reason drop the doership, kartrutva, also the enjoyership, bhoktrutva, the jiva bhava is gone, which is deeply rooted from millions of lives. And that's why in the morning class, when Vijnanamaya Kosha is explained, we discussed that the pure Vijnanamaya Kosha is such. Shraddhaiva Shiraha Rutam Dakshina Vakshaha Satyam Uttara Vakshaha Yoga Atma Maha Pucham. In this way, for sufficient time with Vijnanamaya Kosha we live, it is easy to give up that Karta Bhoktrutva Bhava, discover the self. If that is not done, we become licentious according to the mind's own whims and fancies, will be totally lost in Kartrutva Bhoktrutva Jiva Bhava, never recognizing our own essential self, in whose presence all it is happening. ओके करंट है तो बल्ब जल रहा, तो करंट को हम कहते हैं यू आर द वन. तो बिजली ने बल्ब को जलाया, भगवान सूर्य ने सारे सब चीज किया. ही इज नॉट करता, इट इज हिज प्रेजेंस, things automatically happen. In the same way, in Bhagavan's presence, chitta gets activated to do the work. The doership is superimposed on the self. Self is not doer. See, when you take up the doership, then you become responsible to be the enjoyer also. When there is no doership, then no enjoyership. When these two are not there, where is the samsara? That's why Pashyan Shunvan Ityadi Brahmanyadaya Karmani Sangam Tyaktva Karotiyaha. संग टू द कर्म फल त्याग करके जीना हम बहुत समय सीखते हैं. सो देन इट क्लिक्स टू अस, अरे इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ सेल्फ थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग, दैट सेल्फ इज साक्षी, दैट साक्षी सेल्फ इज मी, therefore let me be the sakshi. In that presence things are happening. See that? So chitte kartari tatra atma karta iva aham diya smrutah. Aham diya smrita means having atmiyata tadatma with the chitta, that karta aham, that bhava is experienced. Okay. Now the next important two shlokas, very very important, very essential. One, yoho yoho eva na eva mayam atmajaha. Bhagavan Harihi, the Lord Narayana is not the son of you both only. Hare? Yoyo eva na eva atma. I am Bhagavan Harihi. I am Atmaja Bhagavan Harihi. Not only your son he is. Then Sarvesham Atmaja. He is the son of all. And he is not stopping there. Atma, Pita, Mata, Ishvara. He is the child of all. He is the self of all. He is the mother of all. He is the father of all. He is the Ishvara also of all. Now, if we can catch this point, one Paramatma only, he is the son also, he is the father also, mother also, Guru also, Ishvara also. How can it be? Only when the substratum of all this is one. And that standpoint of Paramatma Drishti, in whose presence, in whose presence the mother is mother, in whose presence the father is father, in whose presence Guru is Guru, in whose absence none of them are there. He is the real, mother, father होना चाहिए. जिनका रहने से mother है, जिनका नहीं है, so she is not there. That is Satchidananda Parabrahma only. Satchidananda Parabrahma only in this form, as mother, as here as a father, he is as the Bandhu, he is as the Guru, he is an Ishvara, he is there. Sarvesham Atmajaha. Not only yours. So don't have that ownership or try to make any relativity as absolute. Sarvesham Atmajaha, Atma, Pita, Mata, Sahi Ishvaraha. Finally, though, he is the Ishvara of all. So, till Atmanubhava Moksha comes, Jiva is in Bandhana. In the Bandhana Sthiti, variety of upasanas every Jiva must have done. In one or the other life, every jiva must be some way or the other related to the Lord in his avatara kala. Just imagine how many times the Lord must have taken avatar. एक चतुर्युग में we talk about these avatars. Like that one Brahmadevas one day, there are 1,000 chaturyugas one day. So 1,000 times Krishna and Rama avatars have happened. Like that, Brahma lives for 365 days 1 year. Like that 100 years. So 100 into 365 into 1,000. मतलब 365 के बाद 3 + 2 5 zeros लगाओ. करोड़ों में जा रहा है. So many times when Bhagavan took avatar, so every jiva in his punya adi must have come near to the Lord. किसी जन्म में कोई भगवान के छोटे भाई बड़े भाई या कोई उनके फ्रेंड जो खेलने वाला बने होंगे. हम मुक्त नहीं हुए ज्ञान से, इसलिए अगेन वी लॉस्ट इट, वी आर बैक. Right? We got Gurudev. Learning from him, if we had meditated, we would have become one with the Lord. Nahi to, he has come, taught, went away, we stayed with him. Then now we will have to, we continue to be a samsara. In that sense also we can say, the Bhagavan is not only your son, son for all the jivas in one time or the other, and also Mata Pita Ishvara. This is a hint given to all of us. येन केन प्रकारेण हरिः स्मर्तव्यः. Therefore, as a putra vatsalya, as a either as mata and pita, or as a bandhu, or sakha, or even as Ishvara, one or the other form, what does it matter relation? Have bhakti with Bhagavan. Mata pita bandhu sakha savahi ram ram. भक्त जन जीवन धन एक राम राम. श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम. प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम. In that bhajan it comes. So कुछ किसी न किसी भाव से be close to Bhagavan. Okay. So therefore, you are not special that he is only your son and all. He has been to many people. So many. That way, युवरेव नैवायम आत्मजो भगवान हरि सर्वेशाम आत्मज ही आत्मा पिता माता सह ईश्वर. एक तो भावना के दृष्टि से किसी भी भाव से भगवान का भक्ति प्रेम करो. Be near to the God. Don't forget him. Then he will do his job of blessing us, giving us the required maturities, taking us toward the moksha. Second meaning we saw was in one or the other life, all of us might be related to the Lord one way or the other. We might be maintaining our jiva bhava, mukta nahi hua. The third thing is what? Ki the tattva or Paramatma, because of whom every relative is alive. That relation is Bhagavan only. Like I have grandmother, grandfather. So he is my grandmother, grandfather. Exist without Satchidananda in them. No. Therefore, who is grandmother and father, grandfather? Satchidananda only. And that Satchidananda is Krishna. Rupaya Krishna. Therefore, in the form of grandfather, in every relative way, he alone is there. This is how the third way of understanding about Bhagavan. So, what is he done? Only my son. That attachment say, he is son for all. Everybody can have their own bhava to the Lord. Having devotion, prema to the Lord is important. Not making it an attachment and suffering, and that too seeing him as a physical form. वो तो पूरे जगत के सृष्टि स्थिति लय करता है. So as we said, prema is converted into bhakti, into Atma Jnanam by Uddhavji of Lord Krishna. Then this information which we got, very surface level superficial. It has to go deep in the heart, and at the deep heart level, it should remove the ignorance of Bhagavan's non-recognition and our oneness in the Bhagavan. भगवान के साथ एकता का एस्टैब्लिश करना है अपने हृदय में. सो टू भगवत महिमा का To that extent, this information, knowledge, go in the deep into the heart. Like any medicine, wherever disease is there, to that it should go and remove the disease. So to this Bhagavan related Jnanam is a medicine for the Bhavaroga, which has its root in the heart. So let this knowledge go into the heart. From there it should uproot the ignorance. Absolutely, Bhagavan is not related to anyone. Relatively, he is related to all. One of them is you too. Now you enjoyed your relation to him as a you being father, he is son, so that Vatsalya and all. That can't be permanent. It's not a samsara. Now you evolve your level to be a devotee, evolve him to be Bhagavan. So to evolve him to be the level of Parabrahma, you be one with him. That's a permanent solution. You can never be away apart from him. By giving other relations, Mata, Pita, Ishvara, with every relation, same is the problem. If you don't bring that oneness, absolute reality, identity, in every relation, there is a problem. The dukkha problem. Mother, father, they also die. Ishvara, you can't see him or he will not bless you. कुछ तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम होते हैं, इसलिए परब्रह्म के रूप में ही उनको पहचानो, तो फिर यू वॉन्ट मिस हिम. रिलेटिवली you can relate with him and enjoy all. But because you know absolutely also, that relative, which is always relative and limited, it will not trouble. Try to catch this subtle point there. So, yuvayor eva naivayam atmajo Bhagavan harihi sarvesham atmajahi atma. Not only the son, he is a self also. Mata, Pita, Ishvara. So, the four generations. The child himself, mother, father, and the main creator, the Ishwar. ईश्वर वही है, माता पिता वही है, मेरे अंदर आत्मा वही है, my next generation as संतानम, that also same Lord. See that clarity given. How in from what standpoint? From the absolute standpoint. You know? From what standpoint you say all ornaments are gold? From the absolute, na? All waves are water. How? Every wave is different size, it is shaped. But essentially, what it contains is water called absolute from the absolute standpoint. There's a big pond is there which can carry 100 liters. Small pot is a 3 liters. Or here 30 times there is difference is there. How can this and that are one? Yeah, relatively it may not be. But absolutely both are from the same mud. In the same way, from the absolute standpoint, all is one Lord only. Develop that vision. It won't come just like that. हमको उसको प्रेम करके उस एटीट्यूड को स्ट्रांग बनते जाना है, बनाते जाना है. Then it starts helping us later on. Then all the relativity, which while leaving us was giving dukkha, will be found as the not so real or important. Then we won't be bothered by it. We don't be troubled by it that much. That samsara will not be there. That is the thing. Now comes therefore the very, very punchline sloka 43. Never ever miss this sloka throughout life. Ho gaya. With this, sarva upadesham is done. But this has to be digested thoroughly. Meaning is very direct, very simple. There is no need of any logic, complication. कुछ नहीं है, सीधी बात बस. There is no टेढ़ा मेढ़ा इसमें. No need of anything to analyze, etc. All analysis are done. Very, very essential, complete. What it is, see, drushtam, whatever is seen, shrutam, whatever is heard, bhuta, whatever was in the past, bhavad, whatever is in the present, bhavishyat, whatever is going to be in the future, sthasnu, that which is stationary, charishnu, which is mobile, mahat, bigger than the biggest, alpakam, smaller than the smallest, any one of them in this world, vina achyutat, without Lord, which achyuta, vastu taram namachyam, sutaram, taram sutaram, the vastu can never be existing. without the Achyuta. Can never be existing. Therefore, sa eva sarvam paramartha bhutaha. From the Paramartha Adbhuta, Paramartha standpoint, Parabrahma Paramatma, absolute truth, reality, substratum standpoint, Sarvam Saha Eva, he alone. No, see, these things we appear to be heard of many a times, but the consequence of it has not entered into us. In this shloka, that spashtata is there. One, drushtam. Drushtam always means this world, which we see, perceive. Shruta means which we have not seen, but we have heard from the Vedas. The Shruta means all the worlds which are beyond. Sukshma, Swargadi Lokas. So, Bhuta means all the past. Bhavat is in the present, what is in front. Bhavishyat, future. Stasnu includes all which is stationary, living, non-living. Charishnu, all mobile, living and non-living. है क्या ना चरिष्णु मोबाइल में लिविंग है ह्यूमन बींग्स नॉन सॉरी मोबाइल में लिविंग आर ह्यूमन बींग्स नॉन लिविंग आर द वायु द जल इत्यादि इमोबाइल में लिविंग आर द ट्रीज नॉन लिविंग आर इमोबाइल में माउंटेन्स एटसेट्रा स्थावर जंगम जड़ चेतन स्थावर भी जड़ चेतन हो सकता है जंगम भी जड़ चेतन है Stasnu, Charishnu means that. So, Drushtam, whole this world. Shrutam, the world beyond. Then, Bhutam, past. Bhagavat, present. Bhavishyat, future. Mobile, immobile. Then, Mahat, in this list, which is said now, bigger than the biggest, whatever it is. Alpakam, whatever then smaller, small. In this, sab kuch aa gaya phir. Anything that is विना अच्युतात वस्तुतराम न वाच्यम सुतराम वाच्यम वस्तु न ऐसा कोई वस्तु का संभावना ही नहीं रहने का विदाउट अच्युत विदाउट नारायण विदाउट भगवान देयरफॉर स एव सर्वम फ्रॉम द परमार्थ भूतः सब कुछ वही है देयरफॉर सारे जड़ में वही परमात्मा है कोई एक जगह रहने वाले हो घूमने वाले सारे चेतन में परमात्मा है एक जगह रहने वाले हो हिलने वाले हैं छोटे से बड़े में सब में भाव भूत में भी वही थे वर्तमान में भी वही होंगे है भविष्य में भी वही है therefore he alone is the entire cosmos brahmanda all the when that is said in that cosmos ananta koti brahmandas ananta koti. You say the galaxies, solar systems, Milky Ways, whatever you talk, all of that is that only. Sa eva sarvam yad bhutam yacha bhavyam nirantaram. You know that Narayana Upanishad and all. After this listening, then nothing. In your own home, whether it's a table or chair or wall or whatever you see, all of them, can they exist without existence? That is Paramatma, pure existence is. Paramatma for our sake, through the Maya as Dravya, Jada, expressing there for our sake, for Jiva's utility. Understand? In every action, in every Dravya, in everything, he alone in that form. There cannot be anything without that. That's why in our Sanatana Dharma, we do salutations to everything, taking everything as God. It is we have forgotten it only. Earlier it was natural. All the Surya, Chandra are devatas to us. Nadi, Samudra, devata to us. The Pad, Ped, Nadi, Bhagavan to us. All the living beings, everything is Bhagavan. That is why चींटी को भी चीनी दे देते, पंछी को भी पानी देते हैं, and पशु को भी दाना देते हैं. Because in that Bhagavan alone, Manishu Atiti Devo Bhava. There is no doubt. Because we are not hearing about this Lord that much frequently. Therefore, that concept is not established in our heart. I just said a wrong thing. It is not a concept actually, but a reality. But that reality का understanding भी नहीं है हमको. All our transactions, interactions, talkings are only to establish our individualities at the cost of the total who is permeating every individual. बात ही नहीं हो रहा. International forums happen, intranational forums happen, departmental meetings happen, between individuals various meetings, entertainments happen. In and through all of them, the only basis theme of discussion is you and me are different and God is never remembered. आप अलग मैं अलग और हम दोनों के बीच अलग में रिलेशन, तो उसमें स्वार्थ के लिए ये करते हैं. और वेयर इज गॉड, वेयर इज ही ब्रॉट? व्हेन यू डोंट ब्रिंग हिम इनटू आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, हाउ विल इट अंडरस्टैंडिंग विल कम टू अस अबाउट भगवान? बचपन में हमको हे सब में भगवान ही ऐसे बोलते थे. तपो दे देव, उसमें देव भगवान है, नहीं करो. चीटी को कोई चिपकली को डराते, नहीं नहीं गॉड विल बिकम एंग्री, गॉड इज देयर इन दैट. ऐसे डराते थे हमको. डराना या समझाना, एवरीवेयर गॉड ओनली. From now onwards, this vision we have to develop. That is a problem with excessive vyavahara. That we lose sight of the substratum. That is why, other than doing dharma, the second thing we have to do is paramadharma. The paramadharma is through bhakti or jnana, visualizing Lord only everywhere. Sarvam Vishnumayam Jagat, Sarvam Ramamayam Jagat, Sarvam Brahmamayam Rere. How many times how many saints have experienced and told us we have to develop that vision. Even though in a class there may be 100 sitting, but each individual's capacity should decide how deeply he is taking this knowledge. From now onwards, your kitchen, cutlery, crockery, chammach bhi Bhagwan hi hai. Because without satta, the spoon cannot be. That satta is Paramatma. Through that Maya's guna of tamas appearing to be that jadavastu. Understood? Dravyata of the Maya solidified is called as that steel material which is molded to be a spoon. Spoon is a form, spoon is a name, spoon has a utility. That spoon has an upadana karanam, that steel, etc. That steel slowly in its origin goes to the Maya only. The Maya is nothing other than Paramatma. Therefore, Paramatma only through his Maya Shakti appearing like this, any of the object. Everything is him and alone. अगर वो डेवलप किया, दृष्टि स्ट्रांग किया एंड ये रूप नाम को मिनिमम वैल्यू किया, तो वी आर ऑलवेज इन भगवत स्मरण. The saints have done it for many lives and they are established. They also have same pairs of eyes, ears, etc. to see the world which we are seeing and listening. But their vision has changed. Underline this point. Of seeing everything, not from the superimposed standpoint as we do, but from the substratum standpoint. देखो कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है ये वाला. इसलिए मैंने कहा 3 दिन से ये सबसे ताकतवर श्लोक, इंपॉर्टेंट वन. इसमें एवरीथिंग इंक्लूडेड एंड सेड दैट एवरीथिंग इज ही ओनली. विदाउट हिम विना अच्युतात् वस्तुतराम नवाच्यम. There cannot be anything which can be named or mentioned without Paramatma. So, drishtam, shrutam, bhuta, bhavatu, bhavishyatu, sthashnuhu, charishnuhu, mahatu, alpakam. Everything we see, everything we hear, everything which was in the past, is in the present, is going to appear in the future. Mobile, non-mobile, charishnu, mahat, bigger than biggest, alpa, small and smallest. Everything vina achyutat vastutara navachyu. And the punchline sa eva sarvam paramartha bhutaha. Paramartha bhutaha saha eva sarvam. Paramartha bhutaha as an absolute reality, truth, he alone as everywhere. And that is the whole problem. Giving so much value to the rupa and the nama and it is utility. Rupa is pot. Nama is pot. Utility is carrying water. So much we are lost in that we never remember that it is a mud. Substratum reality. वो बात याद ही आता नहीं हमको, इतना हम फंस जाते हैं उसमें एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर. इन द सेम वे एंटायर जगत इज परमात्मा's रूप नाम. The Paramatma who has no Rupa Nama of his own. But we are lost in Rupa Nama and Upayogata. Upayogata of that you have forgotten substratum. Saeva Sarvam Paramartha Bhutaha, Saeva Sarvam Paramartha Bhutaha. Drustam Srutam Bhuta Bhavad Bhavishyat Sthasnuscharišnur Mahadalbakam cha. Drustam Srutam Bhuta Bhavad Bhavishyat Sthasnuscharišnur Mahadalbakam cha. Vinachyutat Vastutaram Navacham Saeva Sarvam Paramartha Bhutah. Know this ultimate. After knowing this, Nanda Baba cannot miss Lord Krishna. No. That particular form of Krishna you want, you go to Mathura or ask him to come. But actual Krishna you want to see every cow, every calf, every child around you in his absolute. The other children are there, the whole Vrindavana is there, trees are there, variety of animals are there, the Yamuna river is there, winds. Everything is he alone. Saeva Sarvam Paramartha Bhutaha. If we can somehow establish in this knowledge, and that somehow is repeatedly listening, repeatedly contemplating, and deeply, then everywhere we are seeing God, then we don't expect him a particular form, like Prahlad. नरसिम्हा भगवान प्रहलाद के लिए नहीं आए, क्योंकि प्रहलाद के मतलब वो रूप में, क्योंकि प्रहलाद भगवान को इस रूप में आओ करके he never insisted. Why? Because he knows everything is Lord. Why to trouble him to come and appear as one form? But that Hiranyakashipu troubling too much, such a great Bhakta Prahlad, and according to his vara, the Lord has to come as Nara and Simha. But for Prahlada, remember, everywhere everything is Bhagavan. In your heart also, Bhagavan alone is there, because of whom only you think you have become powerful and all. Drushtam Shrutam Bhuta Bhavad Bhavishyat. Then Stasnuscharishnuho Mahadalpakam cha Vinachyutat Vastutaram Navachyam Saeva Sarvam Paramartha Bhutaha. Given. The best ultimate knowledge, the sar of all Upanishads is given. Remember, this knowledge we have to avoid, we have to learn the art of visualizing from this knowledge standpoint. Everywhere, like every jiva is hungry, let us say human. So look from the hunger standpoint, not the outer caste, creed, religion, nationality. Every jiva inside has pranamaya kosha hungry. So every pranamaya kosha need to be fed. Therefore give bhojanam to all. It's only the knowledge, conviction, abiding in that knowledge. We generally don't have knowledge. Even if it is there, we don't want to be convinced about it. Our vasanas, our selfishnesses, our fears, ki ye miss ho jayega, wo miss ho jayega, never allows us to make that knowledge conviction. Even it's a conviction, then we have to keep on living those convictions till they become naturally one with us. Saeva sarvaha paramartha bhuta. Done. Excellent knowledge. Final. Now, उद्धव जी ने सब बताया उनको, हो गया, नॉलेज तो दे दिया. एवं इन दिस वे निशा, द नाइट, सा, that particular night, Bravatoho, when this way they were talking, discussing Vyatita. Nanda Yashoda narrated Krishna stories. Uddhavji talked about Krishna at length up to he being the absolute Brahman. When this was being spoken like that, that night has been gone, spent. Nandasya, Krishna Anucharasya Rajan. Nanda Baba and Krishna Anuchara Uddhavji, with their discussion each other, the night has gone. But इसमें परमार्थ बात है. Even this is also Mahavakya. The Nisha is ignorance. Nanda is to be happy, but he becomes dukhi because of ignorance. Krishna Anuchara is the Guru. Guru came and gave the knowledge. With the knowledge, the darkness has disappeared. Physically, in this way, talking, the night is spent. Night is over, next day morning came. वहाँ story में. But अंतरार्थ क्या है? In this way, when the knowledge was passed on by Krishna through Uddhava to Nanda Baba, his Nisha is gone. The night, the ignorance. Then he, as his name suggests, he became Nanda instead of Dukhi. He was Dukhi, now he is Nanda. Every one of us are Nanda. But Dukhi because of our Nisha. Let Guru teach us the Brahma Jnana. Through the Brahma Jnana, let us awaken to the truth. Then there is no Nisha or Dukkha, only the Ujala or Ananda. Ignorance and misery gone, knowledge gave us bliss. That's the meaning. In that way we can see. Evam nishasa brautor vyatita nandasya krishnanucharasya raja. अब देखो एक तो हो गया नंद यशोदा का काउंसलिंग. What about the gopikas? You know, Bhagavan Krishna sends Uddhavji mainly talking about them at length. Uddhavji also must be बहुत उतावले में होंगे वो. Then you see what happened. Gopyaha, all gopis, samuthaya, samyak uthaya, early morning. By 4 o'clock they get up, that's it. एक जन्म में हमको ये करना है, वो ब्रह्म मुहूर्त का उपयोग करना है पूरा. जल्दी सोकर रात को 8-9 बजे get up early morning. So many complicated things we keep in our life. That is why we don't. There are some people who are committed. 9:30 हो गए तो बिस्तरा बस खत्म. सुबह फिर 3:30 को उठकर दे दो. They have managed their life like that. हमको 11:30, 12, 2 तक नींद ही नहीं उल्लू की तरह, तो फिर उठेंगे भी 10 तक नहीं. So, Gopyah samyak uthaya. Early morning they got up, they took a bath, then nirupya deepan. Early morning lamps they lit for the morning. अभी पूरा दिन नहीं हुआ, इसलिए for the early morning works they have lighted the lamp here, deepa in their own puja room and the houses. Then Vastun Samabhyarcha. Then they did all the Vastu. Vastu is all that Rangoli Vagara Karna. Vastun Samabhyarcha. Dadinyavantan. Already they have. Sham Kokal. Yesterday they have put that dahi jamne ke liye. Dudha jam gaya. Started in the morning only. Dadinyavantan. Their work starts by 5:30 only. So that from that little milk is taken for the some purposes. Then the रात को ही तो जो दही जमा सुबह दही बना उसको फिर से किया churning, फिर उससे जो मक्खन आए, then some makhan will be sold or ghee it is made out of. So for them that was the main livelihood earning. So dadhinya manthan, they were doing the mathanam of that dahi. Now ta de deepa deeptahi manibihi vireju. With that deepa deepta, you know, they all have wonderful ornaments put early morning only. So they were glowing in that reflection of the deepa kanti in those own diamonds, etc. Deepa deeptahi manibihi vireju. सुंदर दिख रहे थे. रज्जोर विकर्षत भुजा कंकण स्रजहा. So when they were pulling that robe, you know, bada, not like today, grind the mixie में डाल दिया, swing कर दे. Rajun vikarshad bhuja kankana and srajaha. So their kankanas, the hands and the whatever the ornaments, necklaces they had, they were all moving and making the sound also. Chalat nitamba stana hara kundala. All the kundalas, hara, all of them were with their vigorous activity in the morning of big pots. बड़े में करते थे. So that was happening. Tvishat, Tvisha means beauty or kanti. Kapola aruna. Kapola Aruna, very reddish, Kunkuma Ananaha. They beautiful Ananame Mate par Sindur and Bindi. I don't know, these Gopikas are all from North India. Why the North Indians don't regularly put bindi? सिर्फ शादी हो गई तो ही रखते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. शादी में सिंदूर यहाँ अलग होता है, बट यहाँ तो एवरीबॉडी शुड कीप. आई डोंट सी इन नॉर्थ. अब जो कॉलेज जाने वाले हैं, ये जो बड़े बड़े कंपनी में काम करने वाले, इवन मेनी ऑफ देम स्टॉप ओनली फ्यू आर पुट. नॉर्थ में तो कोई लगा, थैंक गॉड इन साउथ दे डोंट गो विदाउट दैट. अब तक है, अभी न्यू जनरेशन में भी क्या खराब हो रहा है, आई डोंट नो. कुंकुमा that has to be put, bindi should be there. That is the only thing. Ek to when you put bindi, you touch this portion. Here only the Prakriti Purusha together, that synergy will bless us. Yoga Bhasha mein. Second, anybody looks at, that bindi takes the negative vibrations from that whoever are looking at. Then the respect is developed there, etc. That is why the bindi ka mahima hai. I have never seen unmarried girls in north putting bindi. Very rare. मंदिर जाते लगाते. No, in south ऐसा नहीं होता. You can't be without that. छोटे बच्चों से बस. आपका क्या है? We don't know. शर्म आते हैं बच्चों को कि हम स्कूल में अलो नहीं करते. We study in that useless convent schools and all. They don't allow us to put वो भी नहीं लगाने थे, ये भी नहीं, और कुछ भी नहीं. लड़कियों को एथलेट्स नहीं, कुछ नहीं. क्या है? Their only job is to destroy our dharma. They took these two means of education and medication, which are very essential. Lakhs and lakhs and lakhs they converted, and they have all these beautiful samskaras of ours, they have successfully eliminated. You know that the lady whom you talked to be so great, when she was interviewed at that elderly age, you have done such a human service in India, leaving your, South Yugoslavia. And she said, what service and all? I came to convert only, she said. Very clearly, she had no second thought. Such people, they have destroyed our culture. And we send our children to those schools. हिम्मत ही नहीं होता to send them to Saraswati Shishu Mandirs or that type of spirituality teaching schools. Khaskar all the moneyed people. And that's why when the children grow academically, but none of Desha Bhakti, none of Dharma Bhakti, zero. Look into your own grandchildren, kya hai abhi batao, some of you. Some are training, others zero. And some of them know me from their birth, 20, 15 years. Not even once they called me even to say Hari Om. When I go to their house out of obligation, Aake Hari Om bolte. This is our training. Then how will they know all that? Actually, when you never made a habit of it, how do they know their Swami is still alive? We should talk to him, we should get guidance from him. I like my father's training, I tell you. He no second thought. जाना है बस कोई महात्मा है शहर में. We have no courage to say no, I can't come. He'll give one and take us. That's it. That is how when he was there, when we were children, every Mahatma coming to Hyderabad, this place anywhere, he has taken us to all. That time only Pujya Gurudev has blessed us. Such things I am telling. Give. The girls also, all these things, boys also. नहीं करोगे तो नहीं होता. क्या का इंतजार कर रहे हो कि अपने आप होगा करके? अपने आप इन कलियुगा नेगेटिव थिंग्स ओनली कम, बिकॉज द पावर ऑफ दैट इज मोर. पॉजिटिव तो इतना जबरदस्ती करना होता है. लाइक अपना भगवान का नाम याद नहीं आता, वो जबरदस्ती करना पड़ता है. ऑल द अदर पीपल एंड आवर रिलेशन विद देम, ऑल ऑफ दैट कम्स अपने आप. दिस इज कलियुगा. व्हाई डोंट वी रिकॉग्नाइज and do our bit of giving them all these things? So I said all that from Kunkuma Ananaha. Just your granddaughter बिंदी लगा के देख कितनी सुंदर दिखेगी. साथ में all that negativities go away. Respect बढ़ता है. And how dare we think that our Rishi Munis are useless, that they put all that we deny them. Wow, देखो अपना अकल. Whole world is evolving and we are devolving by not following our own elders given teachings, including such things. The dress also. Uh-huh. Nobody, I'm seeing that wonderful traditional dress. All girls, funny foreign dresses and all nonsense. They go dress and address in that only entire personality. Is it not? Make them, train them at home. नॉर्थ में तो होता ही नहीं है. जिंदगी में एक बार आप अपने पोतों को धोती पहना के देखा? खुद ही नहीं पहनते हो. That is Indian culture, whether you are north or south or east or west. पता नहीं कहाँ से आ गया सारा. जूते पहन के खाना खाना, व्हाट इज ऑल दैट? वही चप्पल पहन के घर में घूमना. Very, you change it. You make your house proper. Let others, let them do what they want. आप शुरू करो. So Kunkumananaha, beautiful. Then Udgayati Nam Aravindalochanam. Loudly they were singing Lord Krishna. बहुत जोर से गाना बजान भगवान कृष्ण के लीलाएं. Vrajangananam, when they were so loudly singing, Divam Asprshat Dhvani. That sound of their singing Krishna Leelas was touching even the Akash. No gramophone records, no mics required there. Their singing itself. Dadhanashta nirmantana shabdam ishritaha. No, adding to that, the tune is the sound of the mathanam. Sound. वो मटके का आवाज लगता रहता है ना, लकड़ी वगैरह. Then the bangles and all singing, such a rhythmatic orchestra of the vocal as well as instruments. So, Nirasyate yena disham amangalam. Vyasji says, all the amangala of the all dishas was going away with that loud chanting of Lord's Leelas by them, in their own way, singing glories of it. अपने भाषा में बस कृष्ण का महिमा गुणगान गा रहे वो लोग. गुण गाऊं मैं मुरारी. ग्रेट. इन दिस वे अर्ली मॉर्निंग हैपेंड. अभी दिन नहीं खुला. वंस द सन केम भगवत उदिते सूर्य. वेन सूर्य भगवान का उदय हो गया, उसके बाद नंद द्वारी. नजर तो लगा सबका नंद बाबा के घर के सामने. व्रजो कजहा दृष्टवा रथम देसाय चैरिट शातकुंभम मेड फुल ऑफ गोल्ड. कस्य अयम, किसका है ये? Didn't know ना, दस रात में आए करके. देन अक्रूर आगत किंवा, अगेन अक्रूर आ गया कि सब डर गए. यह कंसस्य अर्थ साधकः, one who is just want to do what Kamsa wants. Then yena nita madhupurim Krishna Kamalalochana, our most beloved Krishna was taken to the Mathura from here. Is that Kamsa is coming again or what? किम साधयिष्यति, अब क्या ले जाने के लिए आया है? भर्तु प्रीतस्य निष्कृतिम, या और भी कुछ करवाना चाहते हैं कि अपने कंस के लिए पिंड प्रदानम से करवाना चाहते हैं? इति स्त्रीणाम वदन्ति नाम. In this way were becoming angry and all. Then agad Uddhava Krutaka. Uddhavaji got up, did all his early morning things, and he came for the two purposes. One is over of talking to Nanda Yashoda. Second is to gopis. He himself came to them. And then when they see him, पहले तो hesitation, then he looks like Krishna, then they come, they surround him, they start talking to him, and then the Brahmara Gita, excellent topic that we'll see tomorrow. So today we brushed through the last 4 shlokas. Actually, one more day can be spent to study that. Thank you. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagavat Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, श्रीकुमार शरणं मम श्रीब्रह्मा शरणं मम श्रीविष्णु शरणं मम श्रीपरब्रह्म शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मम मुञ्चत कर्हिषित ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं 12 स्कन्धः आभासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाद्यवसीयते साश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच कलौ न राजन् जगतां परं गुरुं त्रिलोकनाथानतपादपङ्कजं प्रायेण मर्त्या भगवन्तमच्युतं यक्ष्यन्ति पाषण्डविभिन्नचेतसः यन्नामधेयं म्रियमाण आतुरः पतन् स्खलन् वा विवशो गृणन् पुमान् विमुक्तकर्मार्गल उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति यक्ष्यन्ति न तं कलौ जनाः पुंसां कलिकृतान् दोषान् द्रव्यदेशात्मसम्भवान् सर्वान् हरति चित्तस्थः भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः सुतः संकीर्तितो ध्यातः पूजितश्चाद्रुतोऽपि वा नृणां धनोति भगवान् हृत्स्थो जन्मायुता शुभम् यथा हेम्निस्थितो वह्निः दुर्वर्णं हन्ति धातुजम् एवमात्मगतो विष्णुः योगिनाम् अशुभाशयं विद्यातपः प्राणनिरोधमैत्री तीर्थाभिषेकव्रतदानजप्यैः नात्यन्तशुद्धिं लभतेऽन्तरात्मा यथा हृदि स्थे भगवत्यनन्ते तस्मात् सर्वात्मना राजन् हृदि स्थं कुरु केशवं म्रियमाणो हि अवहितः ततो यासि परां गतिं म्रियमाणैरभिध्येयः भगवान् हरिरीश्वरः आत्मभावं नयत्यङ्ग सर्वात्मा सर्वसम्भवः कलेर्दोषनिधे राजन् अस्ति ह्येको महान् गुणः कीर्तनादेव कृष्णस्य मुक्तसङ्गः परं व्रजेत् कृते यद्ध्यायतो विष्णुं त्रेतायां यजतो मखैः द्वापरे परिचर्यायां कलौ तद्हरिकीर्तनात् ओमिति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां 12 स्कन्धे श्रीशुकदेव उपदेशो नाम तृतीयोऽध्यायः ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. What a beautiful discussion we are doing from last few days. Simple. Let us make it simple today. Let us not have the doubt in the efficacy of Paramatma. Let us not insist upon trying to know how Paramatma does. When the Shastra said, he does and it happens. What it is, when we make the Lord established in our heart and give him the chavi, then he will see to it that all the ashubha of the Kali are removed from the heart. Now, how does he do? We go on with doubt, questioning that only. In such spiritual cases, by questioning, you don't get answer. And if you insist, till I get the answer, I will not do. You will never do, you never get the benefit. In spirituality, तो करना है, करके पता चलता है. And the solid proof is this. Every day when we sit for class for 1 hour, where is the Kali in us at that moment? Proof हो गया कि नहीं? You are remembering the Lord. Kali is gone away. In the same way, permanently make the Lord station in the heart. As we are seeing in early class also, we said morning also, देखो भैया, जब तक लाइफ में other than our duties dharma, many other nonsense when we give importance, you will never get the time for your own practices for making the Lord establish in the heart. Point one. Point two, as a human being, we are here only for these two purposes of clearing our debts through dharma, then through these methods of the upasana or jnana, reaching to Bhagavan. Anything other than these two is self created delusion. We are lost in that so much that we are getting kicked, we are suffering because of that in samsara. Yet we don't want to understand, we don't want to leave it, we don't want to understand this, we don't want to take it up. This is आध्यात्मिक जीवनम. पूरा हम दूरी हो गए इन चीजों से. क्या होना है हमारा एक दिन? इमेजिन कर लो अपने लिए. From morning 5, let us say we get up, till evening 9:39, whatever hours. Anything other than the Lord, how are we allowing it? That is Maya. People, our relation with them, expectation from them, who are not related to us very closely. देखो, प्रोफेशन के नाम पे, अर्निंग्स के नाम पे, सोशल ऑब्लिगेशंस के नाम पे, in so many ways, with so many things and beings, our entire personality is lost in. Then where do we recognize? There is something called Bhagavad Anubhuti. For that we have to do the sadhana. For that the heart has to become pure. The heart is filled with Kali dosha. That will go away only when the Lord blesses. Lord blesses when we make Him establish in our heart. And the Lord will come and stay in our heart when we do these 4-5 sadhanas. सारा निकल ही गया हमारे सिस्टम से. हाँ. A human being's life is only this. सर्वाइवल के लिए अर्थ काम के लिए मात्र धर्म. Everything else is moksha only. Mukta Purusha will do the same thing of glory of the Lord, because there is nothing greater than this to be done. There is nothing lower to be done. And the Baddha Purusha should listen that only from the Mukta Purusha. He should search out his mukti. From the Ajnana, from the Moha, from the Maya. ये तो दूर की बात है. वी आर कली के दोषों में ही इतने फंसे हुए हैं. कली के दोष क्या है? कामना एंड कलह. Desires excessive, endless. Therefore, in trying to fulfill them, continuous fighting. At the global level, at the national level, between two individuals, between everybody. All, tell me which is the department where there is no kalaha between the peoples? ये भावना है अंदर का. यार मैं अपने प्रोफेशन से जो जीने के लिए चाहिए वो पाकर लाइफ को चलाऊंगा. रिमेनिंग आई हैव टू डिस्कवर द लॉर्ड इन माय डिवोशन एंड ज्ञान. ये बेसिक किसी के पास नहीं. Therefore, doctor competition, lawyer competition, MLA competition. Is it not? Everybody is competing, fighting with each other. कलह की बात. He is greater than, he is earning more than me, I must earn more than him. He is in better position, I have to be more than him. Actually ना, ये जो आध्यात्मिक मोक्ष वाला है, select and delete हो गया from the minds of people. Those who are even going to the mandira and all, for them very mechanical, superficial. Not even idea that this Lord whose temple have come have to be worshipped with deep devotion for the moksha along with bhakti. उनको ये किसी को तो याद ही नहीं है. 10,000 people attend a temple one day. Not even 10 people go to the Lord asking for bhakti, jnana and mukti. Kaliyuga. Many of them go only for asking for the outer things. Many people तो भूल भी जाते हैं वहाँ भगवान के पास जाकर कुछ मांगना. Not that the Nishkama Bhakta, they are like a lazy fellows. Then when they come out of temple, अरे यार मैं भूल ही गया भगवान से मांगना. इतना क्षिप्त भूमि and मूढ़ भूमि is our chitta. We have lost only ourselves. Now you and I, let us not worry about others. From now onwards, whole day हमें इसी में रहना. It needs only two things: त्याग of all the nonsense and rubbish, then some mehnat karna to do this variety of the things. What are they already told? Shrutam, Shrutaha, Sankirtitaha, Dhyataha, Pujitaha, Adrutaha. All these have to be consciously done with the goal that the Lord is permanently stationed in my Hridaya. Then He is seeing to that the Bhautikavada, the Kamana, the Kalaha, along with the Ajnana and Ahankara, He eliminates from the heart. Then my heart is a abode for the Lord to stay. My individuality is the medium for the Lord to express. I, when I am outside, I am His Dasa. When I am inside, I am one with Him. इतना सिंपल है मोक्ष, पर नहीं चाहिए हमको. That much. Like children only, they don't want tablet, they don't want cough syrup, they don't want medicine. They want to suffer the disease, but they don't want. Childish. Same we are. We suffer samsara, but we don't want the medicine of this Shrutaha, Dhyataha, Sankirtaha, Pujitaha, Adrutaha. And we say, Bhagavan ki kirpa nahi ho rahi. What are you doing for kirpa? किरकिरी करते हो जिंदगी भर, कृपा कहाँ से आएगी? लेजी फेलो जस्टिफाइंग. बिग बिग पूजा उपासना छोड़ो. अरे आराम कुर्सी में बैठकर तो भगवान का नाम लेते जाओ, उनका भजन कीर्तन सुनते जाओ. हाँ, शेयर योर एक्सपीरियंसेस. एक सेलफोन ले लो, लगाओ, आपके 400 लोग दोस्त हैं. यार मैं आज भगवान का नाम लिया, इतना अच्छा लगा, तुम भी ले लो. ऐसा कहने को मन आया, बस रख दिया. बंदा से बात भी करना हो गया, देन उनको भी ये भगवान का नाम का महिमा देना भी हो गया. देयर इज तृप्ति टू यू, लॉर्ड आल्सो इज हैप्पी. सच ए सिंपल थिंग्स नेवर क्लिक टू. 24 घंटे मेरी बहू, मेरी सास, मेरी सांस रुकने तक यही है. How lowest level we are in our habits. We have to change for our own good. अनुष्ठान लेना पड़ता है उसके लिए. Every अनुष्ठान, you know that अनुष्ठान for this 30 days or 40 days, my whole day schedule will be like that. ऐसा करने से फिर वो जो आदत बनता है, then you continue. If you don't take it as अनुष्ठानम, अनुष्ठान commitment, and do it, you will never be able to do. The one who waits for conveniences never becomes spiritual. The one who makes it convenient, he alone is spiritual. Like you people. You are daily making convenient, therefore daily you are able to come to class. Those who are not able to, they say it was not convenient. For, you know, that weakness inside, that variety of things. है ना, छोटे छोटे चीजों को भी छोड़कर क्लास में नहीं आ सकते हम. देहादि तादात में छोड़कर भगवान का ध्यान क्या करोगे? फॉरगेट अबाउट इट. In life, only two things. There is no third. Believe in a guru. Ask him kya karoon, and do only that. Full stop. Have faith in a guru, Sadguru. Ask him kya karoon. Do only that. Other than that, to our own justifications, to our own involvements, to our own indulgences, to our own postponements, to our own frustrations, to our own becoming sentimental and emotions, there is no end. We end, but they don't end. In other words, don't trust your own mind. Don't get misguided by the people around. यार तुमने बुलाया, मैं आया हूं, मैं क्लास मस्त मिस किया यार. देखो तुम थे, मैं तो बुलाया, तो आया क्यों? Nobody will take responsibility for your missing your spirituality for their reason. No, they say, we called you. अपना अकल होना चाहिए. When I give the example, everything else. The Nidra Devi will come and ask you, सो जाओ. तुमको अकल होना चाहिए, मैं थोड़ा पाठ करना है. The Anna Devi comes and says, खाना खाओ. All devatas only, they create the obstruction. The Mitra Deva comes and says, चलो यार घूमने जाते हैं. The Bandhu Deva comes and says, or our own Mano Deva says, आज क्लास नहीं जाएंगे, आज बात नहीं करेंगे. अकल कहाँ गया? You are not aiming at your spiritual growth. Big point it is, please. We have to make an inquiry of what is happening every day in my life, done by me, consciously or not conscious. How much out of that, how much is nonsense? How much is sensible? How much is spirituality? अब शुरू अगर इंक्वायरी नहीं किया तो पता कैसे चलेगा कौन कल्प्रिट है, कैसे उसको निकालें, इज इट नॉट, और क्या करना चाहिए. Either we think intelligently and make our life grow spiritually, or surrender to the Guru and do what he says. Don't have excuses. That's it. बस करो बस. बट हमको उतनी हिम्मत नहीं. I don't know what will tell me to do. Therefore, better don't. In today's world, everybody have gurus, but they listen to the Guru according to their convenience. Therefore, nobody asks the Guru what to do. They decide what they want to do according to their convenience, their mind's conveniences. They dare not, they don't ask the Guru. They don't have that humbleness or surrender or the feeling of the need of it. कोई भी जाके पूछता है गुरु महाराज क्या साधना करो, पूछेंगे नहीं. आप बोलो आप कितने साल से अपने गुरु को जाकर पूछे, उनके बताए हुए चीजों में जो आपका कन्वीनियंट है वो करते. गुरु महाराज ने मंदिर में प्रसाद चढ़ने को बोला, चढ़ा रहा हूँ मैं भी खा रहा हूँ. अपना कन्वीनियंस. What about the other things about various sadhanas? She told, मैं नहीं सुनिया, प्रेम से बोलो, मैं नहीं सुनिया, मैं नहीं सुनिया. We don't listen. When we don't listen the sadhanas, he tells, how do we go and ask him? You understand how our own strong ego, our own stubborn mind, our own misguided intellect are our own enemies. रिकॉग्नाइज करना है हमको. नो टाइम वर्थ वेस्टिंग नाउ. कम है समय हमारा. जितना भी समय है वो साधना के लिए लगाना, उसी में रमना है हमको. सो उद्धव जी बारे सुखदेव जी स्पष्ट रूप से टेलिंग थ्रू परीक्षित जी टू ऑल ऑफ अस, श्रुतः संकीर्तितः ध्यातः पूजितः आदृतः. Such Lord, when he is propitiated, worshipped through all these sadhanas, what will he do? Snunam dhunoti Bhagavan hrustah janmayuta ashubham. In the hridaya, whatever the ashubha are there, the Lord will remove when through these upasanas, when we make the Lord enter and stay permanently in our heart. So in that, through doing all these sadhana, see to it that Bhagavan is there hridaya mein, and keep on asking him, praying to him, Bhagavan remove the kali doshas of the kalaha or the swartha, ahankara or kamana. ऐसा भगवान प्लीज निकाल दे. देखो एक्चुअली ये जो बता रहे हैं सुखदेव जी, दे आर वैलिड टू दोज हु रिकॉग्नाइज दैट दे आर कली, द कली हैज एंटर्ड एंड दैट कली एंटर्ड इज ट्रबलिंग मी एंड दैट इज दोषा. आई वांट टू रिमूव, सर टेल मी हाउ. टू सच पीपल दीज, हमको तो कली के दोषों के साथ ही मजा आ रहा है. जेल में जाने तो जाने दो, पैसे मजा तो आ रहा है. सी शेमलेस पीपल इन एवरी फील्ड्स. They know they'll be caught. ऐसे पकड़ने तो तब देखेंगे, तब तक करेंगे जो नाटक करना है. How much we have fallen in our esteems of values. एक बाप करने से ही इतना पछताना है. एक वजह करते हुए भी they want to become minister, they want to become this, they want to become that. कितना non-sensitive. That is how the Kaliyuga dosh. So what we have to do now? Through these 4-5 sadhanas, make the Lord enter, stay, ask him to remove all the Kali dosha, so that we only are filled with the Satya Yuga Lakshanas of Bhakti and Jnana, through that always in the experience of Paramatma. Don't underestimate that I can't do it, etc. सोचोगे तो हो जाएगा, करते रहोगे तो हो जाएगा. Now in this, we were seeing last 2-3 days, NAMAHA Bhakti. In that, the 2 are left. Yesterday we have seen 7th one also. You may forget it. I don't forget what to do. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnoho Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam. Yesterday we saw. All the names of all the dasas we have to know. The last two are there. Sakhyam and Atmanivedanam. These are also the sadhanas by which we can make the Lord enter into Hridaya, stay permanently. नॉट दैट एक मिनट के लिए याद किया फिर बरवा पूजा मंदिर को बंद करके भगवान कल सुबह तक वहीं रहना, आपसे मेरे से आपको कोई नाता नहीं. देन पुट ए रिमोट देयर. भगवान अगर आपको बोर लगा तो टीवी देख लो, वहीं जा. डोंट आस्क मी, डोंट कॉल मी. ना, इन द हृदय अंतराला भगवान शुड बी देयर ऑल द टाइम. So the Sakhyam is the eighth of the bhakti of the nine. Sakha bhava. This is the very nearest. Sakha is saha khadati, saha kridati, saha khelati. Sakha means saha khadati, मिलके खाते हैं. saha khelati, मिलके खेलते हैं. इसलिए sakha कहते हैं. And in that sakha bhava, no secrets. That's what Bhagavan says. Bhaktosi me sakha cha iti rahasyam hi etad uttamam. This Uttama Rahasya of chapter 2 and 3 I gave you because you are my devotee and you are my very dearest friend and pal. That's why this Rahasyam, Uttama Rahasyam I gave you. The Buddhi Yoga, then Karma Yoga, then the Samatva Yoga. That's what Bhagavan said in chapter 2 and 3 of Gita. I gave you. He said, I gave this to the Vyaswan gave to the Manu gave to Ikshvaku. In the time, this great yoga, where with the goal of Paramatma, leaving the outer world with Karma Yoga Bhavana in the given place according to our own Varnashrama Dharma in a Yajna spirit. All that I gave to Surya and he gave to Manu gave to Ikshvaku. It went on coming. But later on, the kings became very selfish or extroverted or lazy. They have lost it. Again, I found you to be deserving. I gave it to you. Why did you give me, sir? Bhaktosi me sakachit. Uttamam rahasya. Then Arjuna asks, you are born just a few years before me. Surya Bhagavan is there right from beginning. He says, Are Baba, I am not what you are seeing me. I am the Lord who take avatara again and again. So the avatar rahasya reveals those 5-6 slokas of chapter 4. Imam Vyasade Yogam Proktavan Aham Avyam Vyasvan Manave Praha Manurikshva Kame Abrame Devam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarsyo Vidu Sa Kale Neha Mata Yoga Nashta Parantava Sayevaya Maya Tete Yoga Prokta Puratana Bhakto Sime Sakacha Idirasya Miyetaduttamam Avaram Arjunas then Avaram Bhauto Janma Param Janma Vyasada Katam Etad Vijaniyam Tamado Proktavaniti Sri Bhagavan Vacha Bahuni Me Vyatitani Janmani Tavacha Arjuna तानि अहम वेद सर्वाणि न त्वं वेत्त परन्दव अजोऽपि सन् अव्ययात्मा सन् भूतानाम् ईश्वरोऽपि सन् प्रकृतिं स्वामवष्टभ्य सम्भवामि आत्ममायया यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदा आत्मानं सृजाम्यहं परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे. Sakha, I am talking. Uddhavji also is Sakha. See, Vrishninam pravaro mantrihi Krishnasya daitah Sakha Shisho Bruhaspate Sakshad Uddhavo Buddhisattamaha. That's when the 11th Skandha, Pura Bhagavan has given that knowledge to Uddhavji. Why? Sakha. In Upanishad also, now we started Telugu, Mundaka, Dvasuparnaha, two birds with beautiful wings, Sayujaha, always together, Sakhayaha, they are Sakhas. Samanam Vruksham Deham Parishasvajate, pakad kar rehte hain. Tayoh Anyaha, the Jiva Pakshi, Pipalam Swadu Atti, the Karmaphala changes, the Ishvara inside Anashtan, Sakshi, Anyaha Avichakashiti, only looks at. Samane Vruksho Purusho Nimagnaha, Anishaya Shochati Muhyamanaha Justam Yada Pashyati Anyamesham Asya Mahimanamiti Vita Shokaha. We have studied it. We are so lucky to study so many things to forget all. सबसे ज्यादा हमने ही सीखा, सबसे ज्यादा हमने ही भूल गए, कुछ तो याद. तो सखा, सखा जैसे क्रीडा. Therefore, feel that proximity with the Lord, that is your own sakha. Then keep sharing all the weaknesses to him. Ask him to protect it. Like a friend you do. अपने जो जो पाल दोस्त होते हैं ना, जिगरी दोस्त, कैसे आप सखा से रहते हो, ऐसे. Have to have that relation with the Lord. Krishna Arjuna Sakhatva. Don't maintain the distance with the Lord. As we have seen, secrecies, distances with parents, with Guru, with God. They will trouble us only. They are the well-wishers. They give solution to us. They protect us from going in wrong direction when we are taking them into confidence and sharing with them. Sakha Bhava is the Ashtama Bhakti. The last one is what? The ultimate Atma Nivedanam. Atma Nivedana Sakti. Ekadapi Ekadashda Bhavanti. Naradji Narad Bhakt Sutra में 11 he tells. ऐसे ही है वो, बट वो 11. अब उनके शिष्य ये नवदा भक्ति बताया प्रहलाद जी ने. लास्ट वन इज आत्म निवेदनम. टोटली यू आर ऑफरिंग योरसेल्फ टू द लॉर्ड. अपने आप को पूरा उनके हवाले करना. देखो ना, जैसे आर्मी पीपल, सब कुछ उनका समय, तजुर्बा, उनका जो भी क्या भी जो शब्दों को कहते हो, एक्सपीरियंस, नॉलेज, व्हाट आर दे हैव, क्या कहते हैं, वो देश के हवाले. ऐसा कर चले हम फिदा जानतन साथियों, हाँ अब तुम्हारे हवाले वतन, ऐसा कुछ सॉन्ग है साथियों. तो भगवान के हवाले कर देना. ऑफरिंग टू आत्म निवेदना. People are dedicated to their professions. They don't compromise. I know some doctor of 80 years also, अभी भी कर रहे हो. Of course, he has an assistant because इसके बजाय दूसरा इंजेक्शन दिया तो, but he is dedicated to that medication. Dedication to medication. Professional dedications, they are there. Patriots, they are still. Wonderful. I always ask the question, all the retired army people, what do they do? They being so get patriotic, lakhs and lakhs, maybe crores must be there. क्या कर रहे हैं, taking all the pensions? They can join so many in volunteer or NGOs. How much percent they are doing, I don't know. But if they really spend 5 years post-retirement, 5 years, 6 years for the nation, without paying any money, because already pensions coming, they can do wonders. In every department, they have to be there. Ex-servicemen. Not the ex-servicemen की 19 में ज्वाइन की, 40 में रिटायर हो गए, वो का पेंशन भी ले रहे हैं और कहीं नौकरी भी ex-servicemen पे कोटा पे लिया और डबल सैलरी. All selfish. Okay, you take money, but the thing is what? Join एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट में जाओ, काउंसलिंग दो यूथ को, मेक ए ग्रुप्स, है ना, हाउ टू बी पैट्रियोटिक, ग्लोरी ऑफ आवर भारत माता, योर डिसिप्लिन्स, योर एक्सपीरियंसेस, हाउ यू फेस द डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशंस थ्रू आउट योर सर्विस टाइम. क्या आप नहीं कर सकते. आई बिलीव आफ्टर द स्पिरिचुअल सेंट्स, इफ समबडी कैन डू मैक्सिमम सेवा टू द नेशन इज आर्मी. मेरा पर्सनल. बट आई डोंट नो कहाँ जाते हैं सब, हर एक डिपार्टमेंट वाले. ओनली पॉलिटिशियन, सन्यासी, इनका ही रिटायरमेंट नहीं होता. सन्यासी लोग भी, आंध्र में सन्यासी, दे आल्सो बिकम रेस्पॉन्सिबल. पीपल लाइक गुरुदेव महात्मा, दे टीच अस. यू आर मोर रेस्पॉन्सिबल. सन्यासी जगत संसारी. Sannyas means you don't live for your selfishness. Other than that, your heart is dedicated to the Lord. Your entire time, personality is only in service of the world. That is the inspiration to us. That's why we take 7, 8 classes per day. Whether somebody is coming or not, helping or not, sympathizing or not, who cares? Sannyasins, they have to do. Then these greater army people. करना चाहिए. देश में आत्मनिवेदन तो हो गया सर्विस के टाइम, और बाद में यू कांट अफोर्ड टू सच्चे मेच्योर्ड होते हैं, स्पेशली इन गुड क्रीम लेवल के होते हैं. हाँ, लिटिल ना मेजर ऊपर लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल से लेकर ऊपर जहाँ तक लोग रिटायर हुए, दे आर वेरी वंडरफुली ट्रेन्ड फॉर 30-20 years. Such a great resource. And because of their exercises and all, fit 1900 तक वो लग रहे थे. तो ये रिटायर्ड एट द एज ऑफ 60, 70, 65 तक कर रहे होंगे. बट आई डोंट सी एनीवेयर सच फोरम्स. दे हैव आर्मी वेलफेयर, अपने वेलफेयर देखते रहते थे. अपना वेलफेयर है ना. उनको टैक्सेस नहीं होते हैं, सब स्पेशल कैंटीन्स होते हैं, सस्ते में सब मिलता है. लॉट ऑफ पेंशन दे गेट. They should be, enough of feeling proud that we are army, but feels service also. You are taking the money of all the Indians, enjoying. Everybody, but I am also. Nobody is exception. So repay back. But you have already got the Vatan ke hawale wala. Let it be as long as possible. At least 5 years. Every retired person, 5 years through serving the world in different, they can get clear of any debts are there and get special marks from the Lord to forgive for any follies. Then the heart is crystal clear. Badhiya. नहीं तो क्या होगा? Become busy in bhoga adi. Then quickly the abilities, agilities, all of them go away. 15 साल में बुढ़े होने का 5 साल में बुढ़े हो जाते. Then diseases start coming. There is no commitment. Nobody is forcing us. Therefore, slowly we get addicted to negative things. That's what they're doing. If 140 crores is Indian population, at least 30 crores to होंगे above 60 वाले. 25 crores. Is it a small number or what? Atma Nivedana Sakti mein, we have to offer everything. As we told, those examples, each one have given themselves to one of their professions. Some have given their life to the family. Pura, that housemaker women, Bechara, Atma Nivedana. I know so many people. By the time married 19, now they are 65, 70. 50 साल हो गए. They are the Khargosh of the kitchen. They are only Atma Nivedana. Because of her, the whole house is fully taken care. Good. That way is better than being lazy. Examples I have given. So now we are in the bhakti. Entire thing is offered to the Lord. Sharira in upasana of the Lord again. Mana only in feeling for the Lord. Vani only ucharna is mantra adi. Kana unika sunna. अपने आप का पूरा उनको ऑफर करना. मैं नामक आपसे अलग नहीं हूँ भगवान. In this way, Atma Nivedana, some more things are there. After this, in 5-6 slokas, beautiful thoughts our SHUKADEVJI shares. We will try to see them also tomorrow. Thank you. Om Namo Namo. Thank you. Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsatvarenyam Bhargo Devati Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane Brahmarpanam Nityam Madhya Madhya Madhapanya Uttara Vaishnava Vaishnavachamana Tambura Nirajanan Darshayami Om Nilamega Shama Nitya Bala Pala Venugala Lola Vedanta Vedya Namanita Chora Om Bhakta Janadhara Paramadaya Varti Mukti Sandhayaka Gita Amrita Dada Parama Yogeda Ola Brahmaloka Yerime Babakura Sadhunavana Patni Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Sadhunath Maharaj Ki Jai Sri Bhagavata Mahapurana Shastra Ki Jai वेदव्यास शुकदेव श्रीपाद भागवताचार्य की जय। बोलो वै सब सुंदर की जय। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम गोविंदा गोविंद। यस, थैंक यू।